The title celebrations are on hold because Rangers have destroyed the other mob 3-0 at Ibrox. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football, and we're sure 99% of the people that comment on these videos will be crying obsessed tears tonight because their side has lost convincingly at Ibrox for probably the most convincing defeat we've seen in an Old Firm game, I'd say. As far as back, since Miguel Beale's been here, at least 100%. This was the most dominant either side has been in the Michael Beale / Ange Postecoglou era, and I mean it wasn't even close. And in fact, Rangers probably should have won by more than 3. Definitely in the second half. I mean, they were creating chances at will. They were getting forward at will, and if they were a bit more clinical, then I think they could have been looking at a 4, 5, even 6-0 win today.
Yep, they could have. And when Beale builds his team next season, gets a striker like Belotti, I think they'll be laying the smackdown. Sakala was good, but it's alright. You can joke about Sakala. His end product's awful. But I feel like Sakala only works when you win. Because seeing you lose, it's like, well, what about the 10 chances he missed? I know he scored.
Yeah, but
he's one of those players where
if you win 3-0, you can forgive missing 10 sitters. But if you're getting beat, then those 10 sitters kind of need to go into the back of the net. But yeah, no, we've heard on this channel for by the way, which is a Scottish football channel, even though like 99% of the comments we get are all about Celtic. But whatever, we've heard how Catpiss is shit. We've heard how Rankin is shit. We've heard how all these Rangers players are shit and wouldn't get in the Celtic team. Are you telling me Cantwell wouldn't get in the Celtic team based on today? Seriously? Fucking guy ran the show, probably the best player on the pitch. Same with Rankin, another fantastic performance. Same with Jack, put in a great performance. That Rangers midfield, man, I'm telling you, would walk into this Celtic team today. Cal McGregor, supposed to be best player in the league. Where was he today? He was fucking nowhere. Hatate, I rate, is probably one of the best, if not the best player in the league as well, to be honest. And what was he doing today? Absolutely nothing. Shadowed themselves. Didn't start with Maida, didn't start with Kyogo. Lacked firepower up front.
It's just not good enough.
Had like 8 touches. 7 touches until he got substituted off. I mean, he did hit the post, but
he should have scored that.
He just didn't really offer much. But having said that, as soon as Kyogo came on, Kyogo done nothing. Absolutely nothing. And again, I think this goes to show that we've said it on this channel before, that Kyogo's a player that needs to be fed by the team.
Yep, if he isn't fed,
he needs service.
If there's no spoon, he's not that good.
Yeah, if there's no spoon, he goes hungry.
But see, right, Rangers made what? They didn't make a mistake for the old chance, but it was weak defensively. They made the mistake with Jack, gave it away to O'Reilly, and then McCrory saved it. But Rangers today did not make any mistakes bar one.
And let's talk about Joe Hart, supposedly the best goalkeeper in the league, supposedly the player of the year, he's in the team of the season. Joe Hart is fucking mincemeat, and I've said this ever since he joined Celtic. The guy, I said it way before he joined Celtic.
Said it about 10 years ago.
The guy is garbage, right? And the majority of the times, yeah, he keeps clean sheets because Celtic are so good defensively, and he hasn't to face any shots. How many times do you hear Celtic fans brag about, Joe Hart, clean sheets here, clean sheets there. We didn't face a single shot on goal. I mean, you can't have it both ways. Is it good that is the defence good for not having a single shot faced on goal, or is Joe Hart fucking pish for keeping a clean sheet but not having to make any saves? You know, it's one or the other. Today he did need to make saves and he let 3 goals in. So I mean, that tells me everything I need to know about Joe Hart.
Sakala sent him for a rolling sausage that I seen on Twitter. Thought that was a good line.
I wouldn't mind to be rolling sausage right now. But
you know what? See the Lundstrom shot at the start of the game? He should do better.
I would say McCrory's better than Joe Hart.
McCrory's played 4 games for Rangers, 4 clean sheets, 2 clean sheets against Celtic. Why the fuck's this guy no in?
Why is he not in the team of the year? Get McCrory in there.
The Rangers have saved spending money on a goalkeeper.
They have,
Well, they probably need to bring in
backup,
a jobber. But
just get McGregor signing another season.
That's it.
Right, so the first goal, it's a shot by
Lundstrom. Just talked about it. Joe Hart parries it right into the danger zone. Should hit it for a corner, and then Cantwell nutmegs him with the finish.
Yeah, simple goal really. I think he should have done better for the original shot. he's just parried it into an area where
Obviously, Campbell's shot. It's difficult. It's nutmegged him. You could argue, yes, right? Maybe he should clear.
Oh no, I don't think that's where he went wrong. I think he went wrong with the initial Lundstrom shot. I think he should have got rid of the ball, put the ball in a different area. He's parried it right into a position where you would expect like Rangers attackers to be running into, and that was his downfall. That was 1-0. We then had the O chance where O hit the post. Oh no! Oh, you've hit the post.
Yeah, McCrory stumbles, but I think the stumble put O off. But I think O has to score here. This is for a Hashi. I think it's one each.
Yeah, so I'm not convinced about O. And like, let's say next season, let's say Rangers can get their act together and put in a real challenge for the title for Celtic. See if Kyogo gets one of these injuries where he's out for like 6 months. I just don't know if I see O being the man that will lead Celtic to the championship.
I said in my review, right? See, when you're winning, it's all good having a second striker that's not that good enough. I mean, look at Rangers. They had Greg Stewart for like 2 years, and he came on, he got like 8 goals, right? I'm not saying it was as bad as Greg Stewart, but did he look today like a striker that's brilliant? Like, Celtic had a big guy, then a wee guy today, and they both did nothing. And I thought that O might have actually been better in this game, considering there wasn't many chances for a Celtic striker, but he didn't even offer a hold-up role. He had 7 touches.
But I will say, I wouldn't have been convinced if Kyogo started and had a similar game to O.
No,
I thought Rangers dominated today, and I don't think it really matters who you've got up front in that situation, because Celtic just did not give enough service and they didn't create enough
Jota
for the star players.
Jota and Abada were dog meat.
Yeah. I mean, Maida came on and was running about, but again, he never really did that much, to be fair. He drew a couple of fouls, but
Celtic's best player was Starfelt, and even then, we had a mistake for the goal.
Yeah, second goal, Rangers corner comes in. I think, is it Goldson gets the first header to it?
And I think it skims him, then Suter hits off his neck and goes in.
Suter's claiming it. I'll give it to John Suter.
Joe Hart doesn't dive for it, just stands there.
Here, I said this a month ago and I got bashed. John Suter's the best defender in the league. I don't give a shit if your name's Cameron Carter-Vickers. Where was Cameron Carter-Vickers today? I'll tell you where he was. Nowhere.
That's coming for a guy that he got portrayed by Suter at Hearts. So.
I know, and I can't even stand Suter, but he is the best defender in the league, even though he is a betrayer. He's a fucking turncoat bastard, but I've got to give him credit.
He's not
that good. No, John Suter's the man. In terms of ability, the guy is... Well, I mean, he starts for Scotland. There's a reason for that. He's the best player Scotland have, and he'll be the best defender Rangers have soon enough. So,
lovely, jubbly.
I tell you what, though. I mean, let's look past Rangers and Celtic here. See, I think about Scotland are actually in such a good, I think, position. See the amount of young players Scotland have coming through.
He's not young. He's John Sutton at like 26.
Well, I know, but that is kind of young man for a defender.
I know, but you said that, so he's still 17.
I know, but for the next decade we're sorted. That was my point.
His legs are made of fucking
glass. I need to get them reinforced. See, as a Rangers fan, do you prefer Rangers having Scottish players in the team? Do you think it makes a difference, or do you honestly not?
I think an element, yes, because they get the rivalry more.
No, you think? Do you think the core players being Scottish is important?
But then I think it works both ways. I don't know who Suter supports. Maybe what size Suter supports? He's from
a Rangers fan, I think.
They're from Aberdeen. The Suters, aren't they?
I'm pretty sure he's a Rangers fan.
But say you're Scottish, right, and you support Aberdeen, right? But then you've got a Scottish player who supports Rangers, and they both play for Rangers. I'm not saying that automatically means the Rangers supporting player is going to play better, but you feel like it would mean more to them.
I know, but these are professionals that are getting paid, so they should really fucking... But then again, I get paid in my work and I don't give a shit, so... I mean, I put in the bare minimum effort, so I don't know. Morelos has been putting in bare minimum effort for the past year and a half, so who knows?
I don't know who Scott Wright supports, but he's still shite, you know.
Scott Wright.
Anyway, right, Rangers won. Not going to bury Scott Wright, even though.
Getting to the second half, and then it was Fashion Sakala. I think Cantwell wins the tackle. What's Cantwell wins it? Or was it Raskin? Cantwell wins the tackle.
Both of them gets the ball though.
People are saying this is a free kick, man. He won the ball 100% here. Then Fashion Sakala picks it up after Starfelt. I don't know where Starfelt was going, but he loses it to Sakala. Sakala then takes on Joe Hart, runs around Joe Hart, Sleepy Joe getting caught at the back, and then Fashion Sakala with an open net, and Fashion Sakala, pun intended, simply slides the ball home. But most people would, make sure of the goal and put it down the middle. This guy literally fucking skims it past the post.
He hits it with, I know he is left footed, I believe, right? But you have to hit this with your right. Because see if you hit it with your right, you've got so much more than net opening up. See you hit it with your left, you're running the risk of curling out of the net.
I bet even if Fashion Sakala first hit this, he wasn't convinced it was in. I wasn't convinced it was in.
Like, no one in I brought. See a striker that goes round the goalie and has an open net, you're already fucking celebrating.
Yeah.
Unless it's Torres against United or something.
Kind of with some Fashion Sakala up. And there you go, guys. It was 3-0. Rangers had a couple more chances, but 3-0 is plenty. 3's plenty, I think.
Aye, that's plenty, Jack. Like I said, if we're actually going off what it really should have been, like, Rangers probably could have scored about 6 today, like you said, but Celtic very easily could have scored with or the O'Reilly chance. But again, that was all they had.
And I don't know, would Carter Vickers have made a difference today? Right? I'm not going to sit here and say he's not the best Celtic defender that they have. I get that, but does a centre-back really control and decide whether a game's dominated or not? To me, that's the midfield that decide that.
See, when Rangers went 3-0 up, they kind of put the foot off the gas in terms of, well, we don't really need to go for this.
But would Celtic have been much better? Would they have been a much better threat? Would they have created more with Carter Vickers at the back? I don't see it.
No, they would have been stronger at the back, obviously. You might have prevented a but it's ifs, buts, maybes, man. Well, what if fucking Rangers kept Bassey and Aribo, man? It's big questions that...
Anyway, here's the question. Celtic were looking to go unbeaten for the season in 6 Old Firm games, and they haven't done it. Michael Beale gets Rangers' first Old Firm win in the final Old Firm game of the season, and arguably maybe the most convincing Old Firm win of the season. Does this top the 4-0 earlier in the season? In scoreline, no, but in performance, I'd say it's right up there.
No, it is. I feel, but I know there was mistakes at the day, but I feel like that 4-0, it's like Rangers fucking gifted them every single goal. Did Celtic really rip them to? I feel like they ripped them to shreds in the 3-0 in the last season. I feel like that the goals were like ripped. I feel like that 4-0 was like John McLaughlin passing to Turnbull. The Rangers players switching off at throw-ins.
Yeah, no, I would actually argue that today was a better and more convincing performance than the 4-0. But anyway, guys, let us know what you think down below. And Celtic fans, you've been commenting for 6 months non-stop pretty much, so hopefully you keep that kind of attitude going, you know. And yeah, leave some comments and we'll see what your opinion are on the game, on your players, on your team. Is it panic? Are you going to be doing right in the Celtic Park?
They're panicking, man. They're greeting about Kobayashi, Hart, Burnaby. They're not good enough. They're not fit to wear the shirt, man.
Well, I mean, that's another thing. Like, Ange's got a lot of these players that are literally fringe players, even though they might be, like, you know, second choice. He doesn't really change the team up that much. The only thing Ange really changes is like one player in the midfield. Is it going to be O'Reilly or Moy? Now, that's pretty much the big decision that Ange makes. And you can see now, see when Celtic are forced into making 4 or 5 changes to their starting 11, I think you're beginning to see now that the players just maybe aren't that good. It's different Kobayashi coming on with maybe 20 minutes to go, or O coming on with 20 minutes to go and negate your 2 or 3-0 up. Yeah, that's not a true reflection of how good these players are. See, when they start a game and you need them from the first whistle to step up and be as good as a Carter Vickers or be as good as a Kyogo, then I think today we've seen that maybe Celtic, because Celtic like to talk about their depth. Celtic have said on so many occasions, how many times have Celtic fans said that their second team would win this league?
Loads of times, and I don't think it would.
I don't think it would, man. That's it. They had a team today, mixed in mainly first players and a few second choices, and they got absolutely fucking tanked by Rangers. So what would a full
Chris Sutton saying it was the Celtic reserves. Look at Rangers team. Rangers team's a bunch of fucking people who's going to be there next season rather than actual... Because let's be real, right? See Matondo, Sakala, and even McCrory. Are they...
They're not really first team, right? They're reserves, if anything.
Exactly.
So there you go, guys. Chris Sutton, fucking cry tonight, you bitter bastard. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.